I just need a peace of mind. Maybe a blunt in a book of lies. With a mix of potion and cries. That's the chillest vibe for me. Yeah, girl, why you?
Hi y'all, how y'all doing? Me and Eli chilling here. Actually Eli, get out of here, bro. We need your sisters and your siblings. Hold on, y'all. As y'all see, Squirtle. Wait, is this Squirtle? I totally forgot. Actually, wait, it is Squirtle. What am I yapping about? I know Pokemon. Relax, y'all. This is Squirtle. As y'all see, I have Eli and I have Squirtle. But today we have Squirtle now. So Eli's been here a little bit too much now. Yeah, buddy, I'm watching you. Anyways, so yeah, how y'all doing? We're gonna be watching High School Popularity is a Curse, because if y'all peaked in high school, that's tough personally. But yeah, couldn't be me though. Have fun with that. Yeah, figure out some things, because high school is crazy. But let's get into it.
Back in school, I feel like there were plenty of nuances when it came to the social hierarchy, but in a simplified form, most people think of it like this. You are lame, nothing you do is cool, and no one likes you, and if that's not the case, they don't really care about you. These people usually sit pretty comfortably at the bottom of the barrel of the monkeys. Then you have the mid-tiers, or outsiders if you will. Typically either no one has an opinion on these people, but they're not necessarily considered lame or cool, or they might be a chameleon. They could blend into pretty much any group that they're a part of, and they can adapt to most environments. Then you have, of course,
I could adapt to anything. I'm just playing. I would not stay with the football team. That's crazy. But me personally, I got my homies that I stay with. I be in too many different groups back in the day, but it's okay. I still, I was still cooler. But that's me though.
the popular kids, obviously held to a high regard, acknowledged by all of their peers. Or it really could just be as simple as everybody knows about them, clocking their moves. They might even be influential, but overall, regardless of how they get it, they have the attention of most of their peers. Now, I have viewers that are in multiple positions in their lives, but I want you to ask yourself this. Out of these archetypes that I just gave you, who's the victim? If you're taking everything I said at face value, but more importantly, looking at things in more of a current day standpoint, you probably said the people that are considered lame are definitely the victims. And you are 100% right, especially when they're the ones getting verbally and physically assaulted for essentially getting out of bed to do something that they didn't choose to do every day. But with me now being 2 years and some change removed from my high school life, and the ability to look at the social hierarchy retroactively, I can 110% say that the Quavius Tomlinson, captain of the football team, who averages roughly the same amount of bodies as he does yards on the field, will not be most likely to succeed.
Having the same amount of bodies as they do on the football field, that's insane, bro. Oh my goodness. Yo, that's crazy.
Despite what it says in his yearbook. No, it'll be Bartholomew Quaglington, who averages the same number of bodies as the amount of hairs that he has on his chin. He never even hit puberty. In my How to Not Peak in High School video, I went on record to talk about the negative effects of being perceived as popular amongst your peers in high school, how that negatively affects your mental health and overall just...
What the heck? This shit looks so crappy, bro. I'm so sorry, y'all. We at 720, bro. Up to 21 6. I'm playing. I cannot run that.
Up your perception for how the rest of the world is outside of school, which ultimately is what high school is meant to prepare you for. Now, while I didn't go into as much detail on that specific subject as I'm about to in this video, I feel like I pretty much hit a lot of the right points. And although the overwhelming majority of the reception on that video is positive, I was a bit confused when I saw a bunch of comments putting words in my mouth, saying shit like,
I get it. Have a shitty high school experience and then you won't peak in high school. You're just mad that you weren't cool in high school, Sparky. If you hate the popular kids, just say that.
But in all seriousness, guys,
whoever said that, they definitely peaked in high school. That's terrible. Look at them now, though. 5 kids, 30-year income, and your wife left you. Terrible.
Some people did have that misconception with my perception of popular kids in high school based on that video, in tandem with the fact that someone asked for this video as a video idea. At the end of the day, I'm a man of the I'm a man of the people, so not only do I give my supporters what they want, I offer them more. Like, for example, did you guys know that your personal information can end up on public listing sites?
Okay, W sponsorship, in my opinion, but am I gonna show it? Oh, hell no.
Who fell victim to the worst case scenario. Because believe it or not, popularity comes with a price. And the worst part about that price is that unfortunately, many people don't realize they have to pay it until it's too late. There are almost too many studies to count about the correlation between high school popularity and a declining mental health. And school, high school more specifically, is a place where popularity is based off of superficial qualities. Who looks good, who dresses nice, or who's the most well-connected. Things that, yes, can translate into real-world success, but just because you can.
I can't even lie. I was like that at some point with the way I dressed. But then I come to find out I didn't know how I wanted to dress until now. I dress comfortable, baggy clothes, and I generally don't care. I like simple stuff now. I like the white tee, you know, I like the earthly tone colors, stuff like, you know, stuff that can be simply made. Like, it don't gotta be over dramatic. Like, the accessories could pop it out now. Like, that's pretty much it. But all that other stuff, all that stuff, I really don't care about. What I do care about is you hitting that subscribe button so I can get this shmoney. That's what I do care about. Please, I need to feed my kids. But yeah, and then also the well connected. I mean, a few people knew me. I mean, tight shit. But and then the look good. I mean, until like end of junior year to senior year, that's when I really liked, because you know I had dreads and everything. You know, dreads, tall, black. I fit the description of a hoe, even though I get no bitches. But, you know, to each his own.
Can attain this image amongst a bunch of stupid kids doesn't mean you'll attain or even maintain this image when you get to the real world. Because what sucks about school popularity is you watching this video. You might be beautiful. You might leave high school and Denma himself handpicks you to be in his next Balenciaga show. But while you're in high school, no one gives a shit about you. It's not that you're not desirable, you're just not desirable to a bunch of kids who, at that moment, prioritize whoever has on the tightest skinny jeans or whoever's on the basketball team.
He's talking about y'all Atlanta niggas. I'm just playing.
Because high school popularity is fleeting, superficial, and more importantly, a lot of it isn't based on what people can actually do. Not saying all of it isn't, but there's a reason why we look back on our high school crush and we say, damn, what the fuck was I thinking? And they might not even have been
so
ugly,
real.
but it's like, why did this seem so unattainable when I can do so much better now? Well, for one, let me just acknowledge that you yourself might just be in a better position. Kudos to you for that. But I can attest this to one of two things. One of those things is this. Think of school as a community. As a kid, you are confined to the communities that you are essentially forced to be a part of. That being school, home, and whatever extracurricular activities that you do outside of that, which I doubt anyone romantically caught your eye in the Boy Scout / Girl Scout class. Or maybe they did. Anyway, in school you're only exposed to what's in your community. And yes, obviously this includes romantically. So yeah, you think Julia's a dime, but you're only looking at and analyzing about 1,000 people every single week. And that's assuming that you go to a school that was decently big. My school had about 400 people in it. If I split that in half, I'm looking at the same 200 women every single day. So my perception of beauty at that time is pretty much limited to the capacity of students that I see every day. So whoever's the most attractive out of 200 or even maybe 500 people, chances are they won't be as attractive when your network expands to 10,000 people or 50,000 people.
Whoa. What you mean I only got access to the same 400 people every single day? I got my phone. I could see bad bitches on Twitter all day, every single day, for the next 2 years.
But can you get them hoes? That's the issue. Because, you know why? You got no sauce, got no drip. And like how y'all kids nowadays say, you got no riz, lame ass nigga, the fuck?
Very observant, Demetrius. But seeing a bunch of sexy women online just isn't the same as them being in the same network as you. It just doesn't give you much of a perception of attainability. The second thing is, well, remember when I said that popularity is superficial? You really don't have to overthink that. It's genuinely superficial. And keep in mind, what I'm about to explain to you guys isn't limited to children or high school students. This is something that goes on all over the world even after adulthood. So understand that we're dealing with essentially children with a lack of life experience and social awareness.
Damn.
So yeah, you can go ahead and multiply what I'm about to say by 100. But understand that a lot of these people's opinions aren't necessarily their own. Let's take some random guy in school. Now let's say he has a reputation for being the funny guy. What a lot of people won't tell you is half of the school doesn't actually think that he's funny. But because he's developed a reputation for it, in a confined setting such as school, he can easily hold that title not because he's funny, but because enough people with influence came together and said, you know what? This is the funniest guy in school. Like, let's say there's a new girl in class. I'm looking at her, I don't really think too much of her, but I mean, she looks cool, I guess. But then my friend Greg is like,
yo, I ain't gonna lie, I'm bugging, but that new girl fake kinda bad.
I mean, I think she's okay. I mean, what's he seeing that I'm not seeing?
Oh shit, Greg thinks she bad, and Greg is that nigga, so I gotta think she bad too when he say goes. Nah, real talk, Greg, I was dead thinking the same.
Gang, that's D1 dick riding for real. Like, what the hell?
Dang, gang.
You feel me, my heart? I'm about to get on that word too.
Now because Greg, who's widely considered to be popular amongst the school, decides that this girl is the best thing since sliced bread and ends up making his move on her, the whole school now suddenly thinks, you know what? Greg is that guy. He thinks she's beautiful. Now, you know what? She has to be beautiful. Mind you, Greg's lock screen is a picture of Krishan Rock. Not that she's ugly or anything, but really? But that's the type of women that Greg likes because he comes from a broken home, and if you don't agree with his opinion, you're lame. Or even beyond that, humans just feel the need to be a part of a community. When the hype train is on something, naturally you just feel like, you know what? A bunch of people like this, I have to like it too. Think about it. In school,
And that is a lot of y'all with the car community. Y'all just there for the freaking takeovers and pops and shit. Like, damn, nigga. Some of y'all need to actually learn, like, the culture for real. Sometimes it's not all about the 1,000 horsepower stuff. Sometimes you just need some chill, calm shit. Cause not everybody rich and can afford the 1,000 horsepower Corvette Z06 with a freaking LSX in it. Like, damn, nigga. Like, shit, relax. Like, I'm just chilling here in my goddamn stock on coils, straight piped BMW. Like, damn. I got a video coming soon though. Sooner or later. I am straight piping the BMW. But anyways, yeah, that.
we all had that one girl that we look back on and it was just like, why didn't
Yo, she was so bad.
nobody go for this? And she's probably actually genuinely beautiful, but it just wasn't.
That's literally my girlfriend. Like, I was cool. I was friend. Okay, I'm not gonna. Y'all don't know, but I'm gonna give y'all a hint. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and my girlfriend used to be like we were friends first. Always be friends with a person before you go and date them. Learn the person. Always remember that, y'all. But I was friends with her already and everything, all that type of stuff. And then, you know, I had my little yeah back then, all that type of stuff, blah, 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 blah. But then, you know, things went the way it did. And then I started getting closer than I already was with her. And then, you know, sooner or later, you know, shit got kicking, shit got relaxing, and then I asked her out, you know what I'm saying? And then, guess what she said? She said, I've been waiting, type shit, you know? Anyways, but yeah, so you can just be friends with somebody before you know what I'm saying, before you get with them, because how you gonna date somebody and you're not even friends? It's not freaking Tanakawa. Fuck the hell.
Wasn't popular at the time, so nobody cared. Editing Sparky here. I realized that I could have explained myself a little bit better during this part, so that's what I'm gonna attempt to do right here while I put some random stuff in the background. Let me not say that nobody cared because it wasn't popular, because that isn't always the case for a lot of people. Most people, sure, some even, but not everybody. But understand that when you're in an environment where a lot of opinions are formulated based on what a person of social significance has to say about a topic, a lot of people are only looking in the same direction of what those people are looking at. And the thing about that is, it blocks you from looking at anything else. It's not necessarily that you'd see that quiet girl in the back of the class and think she's pretty and not care. But some people don't even get the chance to see her because when you're in an environment such as school or even the internet, where all you hear all day are other people's opinions that might not necessarily be your own, a lot of people don't really think for themselves. But mainly with that.
And then on top of that, some people don't even get their gloves in high school. Some of them get it after. I'm telling you, bro, them gloves hit too. You be like, wait a minute, you wasn't looking like that in high school. Whole time they come out, they be looking gorgeous. A lot of mercy. Lord cooked. He said, I didn't want you to get good looking in high school because none of them know how to treat you. So when you come out, I got you. Type shit.
What it does is it blocks your perception for potentially seeing anything else that you might like, that you came to your own conclusion on. A bunch of people's opinions are constantly being pushed on you, and in these types of environments, they don't have to be right or even something that makes sense. It just has to be the loudest opinion, or even something as simple as the opinion that makes people think, the opinion that might be controversial. Plus, on top of that, another reason why most people wouldn't care for a genuinely pretty girl that isn't popular is because you simply get more cool points for dating the person that everybody wants or most of the attention is on. It's really that simple. But
never do some dumb shit like that, like go date the girl that everybody wants, cause now everybody else on my dick and they all praying on my downfall. The fuck, like, bro, be careful. People be really preying on your downfall. Keep your relationships private, y'all.
I'm not bashing anyone for it either. It's a natural thing. I feel like everyone falls victim to this, at least somewhat to an extent. And let me just clarify something real quick. I don't think that popularity is a relationship-based construct, but more like a reputation-based construct. I think you can be very popular and only have like 3 friends. And I think you can have 15 friends and not be popular. Popularity, or lack thereof, are based upon the perception that the majority have of you. The problem with that, especially in school, is it can really come from anywhere and anything. It doesn't have to be based on what you can do, what you bring to the table, or a talent that you may possess. It can come from things as simple as, this unimportant group of people said that you're important, so now you're popular. The problem with this is, well, it makes your self-esteem conditional. And unfortunately, when that applause fades, the only thing left is your reflection in the mirror. So imagine this. Throughout high school, your opinion on yourself was essentially based on what others thought about you. Well, what happens when those same people aren't around anymore? You guys see where I'm going with this. Depression. Nah, it doesn't really always have to be as extreme as depression, but you will definitely lose a huge part of yourself. And as much as people have a certain image in their head of what a popular kid looks like, some of them are really cool, down-to-earth, genuine people. But as I stated, some people are just special. They have an energy about them that just attracts a bunch of people. And this can be for a number of reasons, including that, well, they might actually just genuinely be talented, or have something that maybe other people don't have, or, you know, just have aura. Yeah, and side note to my friends, slap the shit out of me if you ever hear me say anything about that again. The point is, from a young age, certain people just have something about them that gravitates other people towards them. But a lot of people, well, especially if they've gotten this attention from a young age, never got to develop the one thing that I feel like is a solution to all of these problems. And that thing is social awareness. And as much as I can trash on these people all day and it'll make for a very entertaining video, I actually express a lot of empathy towards these types of people. Imagine from a young age, you have all shapes, sizes, and colors of people from all types of social settings and scenarios just gravitating towards you all the time. Understandably, they'd be confused. You don't know who messes with you for you, and realistically, you don't even question why people mess with you, because from the time you're young, that's just always how it is. There might have been some real people that had the potential to be very close friends with you, but you'd never even know, because all you know is who came up to you first and who showed you the most attention. And unfortunately, a lot of those people don't have your interest at heart. Fast forward 10 plus years later, you got trust issues, you don't have any social awareness, and your morals are based off of the other assholes that you hang out around all the time. Real wastes of sperm, but this is all they know. And because this is all they've been exposed to, this is all that they prioritize. Now fast forward to the real world. No one gives a shit about what you did in high school. Essentially, your data got wiped, and you have to start from scratch. A lot of these people unfortunately have to get hit with the milk truck of reality. No one cares about what you did in high school. Your quote-unquote friends stopped talking to you because it was only beneficial to be friends with you because of something that they wanted. Your inflated sense of self-importance is based in nothing. It's not backed by anyone who matters. It's not backed by your basketball coach. It's not backed by Demetrius. It is now about what you bring to the table. Your accomplishments, your character, your true value. And unfortunately, when these things are put to the test in the real world, the kids that were considered popular often have a hard time. So be self-aware. Really take the time sometimes to analyze the friendships that you have and think about things such as, how did they start? Why are they still friends with me? Is this someone who I feel like...
And this is where y'all take the time to go outside, sit by yourself, you know, and just think about life after this. It really helps.
I can go to with my problems? How does this person react when I take an L? How does this person react when I take a win? These are just a few things that you can ask yourself to really analyze your friendships with people. Just overall, try to be more self-aware of everything that's going on around you. Nothing happens for no reason, guys. Which I get it's easier said than done. Once again, nobody's perfect. In fact, I'm 100% willing to admit that the reason that I even do these things is because I like to analyze things a lot, which sets me back in a lot of situations if I'm being honest. But it's also very beneficial in other situations. Where am I going with this again? To all the people that feel like they may be struggling to find their place after high school, always remember this. Your worth is not defined by the opinions of others. It's defined by the authenticity and lessons that you learn throughout your journey. It's defined by the fact that no one else can be you. It's defined by your morals and whether or not you choose to stand on them. And last but not least, it's defined by the person that you choose to become. Despite what I said in previous videos, yes, school 100% matters. It shapes us into the person that we will eventually grow to become, but in no way should it define us. Thank you guys for watching. Show gratitude.
Now, subscribe to Gamey. This is... Hold on. Let me do the cut, you know. Let me do the cut. Really, OJ? Terrible. Subscribe to Sparky. W YouTuber. I hope I can get to 87,000 one day. But I'll be one day. So, sub though. And also sub to me. If y'all want to see more of this, I'll catch y'all. And all that good stuff. My space just ran out, so y'all probably gonna hear me from this. But I hope y'all enjoy, and I love y'all. Bye.
That boy, we finna ruin. Get about enemies, do it the suing. Some of you love me, don't know how I'm doing.